Becky, I'd like to bring you in now. We've been talking about tackling this, getting a grip, and again, we know that services is just one tiny part of actually what has an impact here. Could you just share your experience as the coordinator of a user-led, peer-led service of how this is playing out right now?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, if you don't mind, I'd just like to say I'm a mum of a 16-year-old girl, and even with all my knowledge of recovery and trying to get that message out to her, I was having a conversation the other day, and we were talking about legal highs, and I was saying we're coming here to try and sort of affect some changes that definitely need to be made. And her response to me was, well, Mum, all my friends do it and they're not dead. So it's definitely aimed at the schools, and I think that's where we need to go. And I think that change needs to be affected by people that kids will relate to. So it has to be people that have got lived experience, and it has to be perhaps a younger person that sort of goes in. At the moment in Hastings, Stephen's the only person that's come through and currently in recovery.
East Sussex.
It's East Sussex, sorry Stephen. But obviously I'm based in Hastings, and he's the only person so far that I've had into my service, which is user-led. Everyone's in recovery from legal highs, but he is right in what he says, that especially down along the south coast, that you know, it's all young girls. It's young girls that are being affected. The service at the moment, the treatment service, obviously I imagine that doesn't really reflect either. This is a new problem, and obviously, hopefully people will get into recovery from it, but at the moment there's I don't think the treatment services are apt to deal with this as we are. So I imagine over the next few years we'll be seeing a lot more people coming into recovery, and this will be what for. It's definitely changed from the heroin and crack. You know, that's old now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's old school. So
Brilliant, thank you. Anthony, can you just tell us a little bit more about the Facebook group that you set up? I was really intrigued speaking to you when you said it was kind of out of desperation that you set that up. So a little bit about what led you to do that, and how it's panning out.
Okay. Well, I set up I call it the Lethal High Support Group. It's a Facebook group. And why I set that up is because I found there was a complete lack of support available around NPS. The treatment services were telling me to just stop, which that wasn't on the cards. There was no peer-to-peer support. The old school heroin and crack addicts, I don't think they considered us as real junkies. You know, the support networks didn't seem as open to us. And so what I did, it's more exclusive, it's for NPS users. I started the Lethal High Support Group, and people started coming in then, people who were using NPS and talking, and we were putting them in touch with peer mentors. It's where I met Rocky. And people were coming through, and people are starting to get to recover because they've got identification with like-minded people. And I think this needs to be like that. I don't know what you found, but something that's more specific around people who understood it. And that's where the beauty of the Lethal High Support Group is. You know, it's people who've been there, lived experience, and have got through it, and can help you with those problems.
Okay. Thanks.